Hi, this is Dan with Lancaster Archery Supply. Today I'm going to review the XS spin vanes. We have various spin vanes, and today I'd like to instruct you on which vanes will work best for your setup, whether you're shooting a compound or recurve. First we'll start off with the metallic vanes. They do have a couple different size options, and first off we'll go with the colors. We have 4 different colors to choose from. We have a gold, silver, blue, and red. Different color preferences for your bow there. Doesn't make a difference on how they shoot. They are offered, all these vanes are offered in right or left hand. So if you're a right hand archer, you will select a right hand vane. And they are offered in different sizes. And basically the sizes allow you, no matter what your setup is, they'll have a vane that'll match that setup. First we have a 40mm setup, which is going to be for your low poundage or youth archers most likely. They can be used on a higher poundage bow. Just remember you may not have that steerage you need out those longer distances. There's also a 50mm. That's the kind that I personally would use. This is on my arrow here, a 50mm vane. And they also have 2 sizes in 60mm. They have a soft and a hard 60mm. The soft is for your bows under 40 pounds and for a recurve bow, and under 270 feet per second. If you're shooting a higher poundage recurve bow or a compound bow that's over 270 feet per second, you'd want the 60mm hard vane. They also offer a longer vane that you could use for a hunting setting or even a close range indoor setting in a 70mm. And we'll move over here to the colored vanes. For the different style of vane here, we have fluorescent yellow, purple, fluorescent pink, and fluorescent orange. And these again are offered in various sizes depending on what type of bow you're shooting or what your setup is. They have a 50mm setting, which is what I'm personally using. They have a 60mm low profile and a 60mm high profile. Now determining which one is going to work best for you. 60mm I'd probably recommend having somewhere in the 40 and above on weight range on a recurve bow, and at least 270 feet per second on a compound bow. The 60mm high profile could also be used in a hunting setting for broadhead flight. But as far as determining which vane is going to work best for you for these options, I would consider the distance you're going to be shooting. I would personally shoot, if you're shooting out to 90 meters, 50mm. If you're shooting out to 70, depending on the weight of your bow, you're going to be probably the 60mm high or low profile. The 60mm high profile is probably going to work best on a range probably from 30 meters out to 50 meters. Could also be used at 70 meters as well. And finally, they have, in all 4 of these color options, they have a 40mm vane as well. That's going to be your bows under 40 pounds, and most of your youth archers be using that vane as well. When you purchase the vanes, you get 50 per package, so that'll be plenty to do a dozen arrows. Inside the package, you'll get the tape that goes on the base of the vane that you apply to the arrow, double-sided tape, and then you'll get the finish tape that you wrap around the ends of the top and bottom just to secure it onto the arrow shaft. Now, a key to marking these and getting them to stay on the arrow, you go through your normal prep stages like any other vane to prep the arrow, and I actually use a fletching jig. I put the arrow in the jig, and then I just put the jig on the arrow shaft, and then I line it with a pencil to have consistent marks, so each vane is placed in the same spot on each arrow. That keeps everything consistent and be a helpful tool when you're going to fletch these. You could also use something like a tri-liner. That would work great as well. As far as durability, vanes are stiff. You can see that they have a curvature to them, so they're going to allow the actual arrow to spin, and they are a stiff material, so they're very durable. Going to hold up well and not get creases in them like many types of vanes would have. So these vanes are going to be well known for their durability, and if you have any additional questions regarding the XS spin vanes, please visit lancasterarchery.com.